Salutations, crustaceans! I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ibanez Talman TMB30 short scale bass. Let's do this. This is the Ibanez Talman TMB30, a short scale bass, and one of the cheapest short scale basses that you can get from a mainstream brand like Ibanez. This is also one of the least expensive basses in the Ibanez Talman lineup, which is a more vintage inspired lineup as opposed to the sound gears, which are more modern. Featuring a poplar body with a Ibanez signature Talman shape. It's almost like a weird cross between like a Jaguar and like a Les Paul or something. I don't know what it is, but it is here and it is a Talman indeed. For pickups, we have the Ibanez Dynamics P as well as the Dynamics J single coil. The P is a split coil. Now, unlike the full-scale Ibanez Talman, which I believe has an active 2-band preamp, this is a fully passive bass, and we have jazz bass-like controls with a volume tone setup, as well as a Strat-style jack. The plate, however, is unique to the Ibanez Talman as it does encompass the tone knob as well. The finishes available are this vintage off-white, we have a black, and I believe there's like a mint green or something like that as well. But those are the three finishes that you have available for the poplar body here. The bridge that we have here is surprisingly high quality given the price of this bass. There are grooves for the saddles to prevent them moving side to side when you're adjusting the string height, and overall it just looks like pretty premium for what it is. Moving up to the neck, we have a 20 fret maple neck with a Jatoba fingerboard. There's a 41mm nut width and a fatter, almost D-shaped profile to the neck. And there is also a 9.5-inch radius, which is a more vintagey / modern Fender style radius, as opposed to a flatter fingerboard radius like what you get in the sound gears. And then up at the headstock, you have the Ibanez Talman paddle headstock. Love it or hate it, it's here, and it is big. And you have the Ibanez half-inch tuners. These are large and heavy tuners, and neck dive has always been an issue for the Ibanez Talman basses. We'll see if it's an issue for this one when we check it out with a strap. But before we do that, let's go ahead and turn this bass around. Around back, there is really not much to see here. You see the back of this off-white body. There are no control cavities routed back here, no battery boxes because this is a passive bass. All you have are the 4 neck screws, the body, and the neck. The neck is a maple piece, as you can see, and this bass has been made in Indonesia, as it says on the back of the headstock, and it says that next to these 4 ginormous tuners here. Now, how much does the Ibanez Talman TMB30 weigh? This particular example comes in at 8 pounds on the dot, which is decently lightweight for a short scale instrument. It is a pretty, massive short scale in regards to the neck profile, and it isn't the smallest body in the world. However, 8 pounds, yeah, that's a pretty good weight. And now for the big question, how does it balance? Without a strap, you get some neck dive. Yeah, major neck dive unless you hold the bass right about here, and then it might stay put a little bit, but yeah, you get some serious neck dive with it. But now let's try this bass with a strap. Sitting down with a strap, we still get a bit of neck dive. Even when I'm trying to give it some resistance, it still wants to go down. And standing, it definitely still wants to go down. It's pulling at my shirt here. Yeah, this is a neck-heavy instrument for sure. And how much does the Ibanez Talman TMB30 cost? I believe these come in at around $229, which is on the lower end for sure for both Ibanez as well as pretty much any mainstream brand. This is priced right around where you would find a Squier Bronco. I know those Harley Benton Mustangs are also priced right around this, and we will be doing a comparison with a stock Harley Benton Mustang to see which little short scale sounds better. But for now, back to this. These come in at $229. You don't get any sort of case or anything because it's a budget bass. But for $229, I think it is at least a decent little package. But let's see how this thing sounds. You all know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. is the Ibanez Talman TMB30. This bass is currently strung up with the SIT Stay in Tune power wound short scale strings. These are gauges 40 to 95, so they are super light and super funky. So what we have here is a pretty basic PJ setup. We have a split coil P pickup, the powerful Dynamics pickup that you see in a lot of other budget Ibanez basses, and then the same Dynamics J, which is same kind of vibe, but a J pickup. This is a single coil, and as a bass with a single coil jazz pickup and no opposing single coil jazz pickup, you are going to get some single coil hum in a noisy environment like what we have here when this pickup is engaged. Let's start off by soloing the P pickup. The Dynamics P here has a very powerful and rich sound, and both of these pickups are definitely leaning on the bright side. Here's what this P pickup sounds like with the tone all the way open. Yeah, this is a neat little short scale. A bit on the bright side again with this Dynamics pickup. It is a powerful pickup too, so a lot of output out of this little guy. Let's take the tone down to 50%. And you'll notice it sounds almost exactly the same as the tone at 100%. That's because this tone knob is basically an on and off switch. So for the remainder of this video, we're basically going to look at the tone all the way open and all the way closed. Here's the tone open one more time, and then we'll go ahead and turn it all the way down. Now here's the tone all the way down, and here's where this bass really shines. So real nice fat vintage tone when you have the tone knob all the way down. Next, let's solo our J pickup here, or whatever I'm doing here. Let's solo the J pickup, tone all the way open. Here's what that sounds like. Now let's take the tone all the way down with the single coil J pickup. Here's what that sounds like. Again, with the tone all the way down, I think this sounds like dice. But with the tone all the way open, it is a bright and just messy instrument, in my opinion. Let's take the tone back up and engage the neck pickup once more and have both pickups together at 100%. Tone open. Now here's the tone all the way down with both pickups engaged. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our pick and turn our tone back up all the way. Here's what this bass sounds like with a pick and both pickups engaged. Not too bad with the pick. Let's take the tone down all the way once more. Here's what this sounds like, both pickups and a pick. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the tone back up and solo our P pickup. And here's the tone all the way down. Okay, let's take the tone back up, leaving our P pickup soloed, and take our thumb out for some slapping. Wow, this P pickup is definitely a very high output. Now I tried to lower the pickups a bit, but they really didn't want to go any lower, so I'm happy enough with this. Now, just for fun, I'm going to take the tone back down once more. Let's give it a slap with the P pickup soloed. And now let's bring our jazz pickup back into the mix, turn our tone all the way up, and slap it some more. And let's take the tone back down. Let's take the tone back up, and finally, we'll throw some drums behind this bass. So here are my final thoughts on the Ibanez Talman TMB30 short scale bass. I think this bass is okay as a short scale beginner's instrument. At $229, it's definitely not going to really break the bank. However, it definitely misses the mark on a few points. Ergonomics, with these heavy tuners and this large headstock, this thing wants to neck dive. And the body shape is decently comfortable, but with the weighty neck, I don't really enjoy playing this bass too much. I think there's better options both for the price and if you're looking for a budget short scale. I think under $500, that market is super hot right now. Tons of different options to choose from. And this one really isn't offering that much in my opinion. So the balance is poor, the tone is overly bright, and the tone knob is kind of an on and off switch. Something that we really don't like to see in any instrument. And a lot of budget instruments have actually been providing pretty decent tone controls. So what am I going to rate the Ibanez Talman TMB30? I'm going to rate this bass 2 claws out of 5. I think that there's a lot of questionable choices that have been made in regards to the part selection for this instrument, and it results in a kind of meh playing experience overall. And yeah, I think that they could do better. So that is what I think about the Ibanez Talman TMB30. Let me know what you think about this little bass down in the comments below. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord channel, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Ibanez Talman TMB30 short scale bass. And as always, until we groove again,